Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I cannot believe that we're already in June. It seems ridiculous to me that I actually have been out of work for over 2 months now. We're about to be going on 3 months. So I wanted to hop on here with a different kind of monthly favorites. This isn't going to be like my May beauty favorites. This is going to be my stay-at-home self-care favorites that have really helped me kind of stay sane throughout the past couple of months. Here in New York, we're still staying at home. We're still in a shelter in place, and I don't think it's going to be different for a little while. So hopefully, if you guys are in the same situation as me, which I know a lot of you are, this video might help bring you some ideas for products that might help make your life a little bit easier. So first, I want to talk about today's sponsor. So today's video is sponsored by Teami Blends. If you guys don't know, they have a line of all natural skincare. So I want to mention 3 products from them that I've been loving for self-care. So first up is my personal favorite. This is the Superfood Cleanser. It's super green. It's made with all natural ingredients. It has matcha, turmeric, and sea kelp in it, which I imagine gives it its color. I use this guy in the morning. It's my favorite for morning because I actually get a little refreshing vibe from this. I don't know what it has in it that is cooling, but it gives me like a nice wake me up cooling sensation when I use it, and it smells really good. It smells like a spa treatment, a little bit like apple. So I'm going to give you a little demo of each of these products and how I like to use them. So I like to start by using the Superfood Cleanser in the morning. My skin is kind of oily right now and it has some buildup on it, so I like to use this. It's super lightweight and it smells like apples. I'm going to dampen my face with my face halo first. It smells really, really good. So immediately after I rinse that off, my skin just feels really clean, but it doesn't feel stripped. Next up, I think this is their most popular skincare product. This is the Detox Mask. So I've been using this for the past couple weeks ever since they sent it to me. I always try out products before I do sponsorships. So I've gotten a good amount of use out of this and I'm a big fan. I think I've mentioned that my skin has hated me during quarantine. I've gotten some breakouts that I never get. I don't know if it's hormonal or stress, but this has really helped to calm my skin down. This also has a really nice cooling sensation, so that redness and irritation is really soothed when I use this. So I like to apply masks with my Sigma mask brush. It's a really, really soothing, cooling mask. And I've been having some breakouts and like redness and irritation during quarantine, so this is really helpful to calm that down. So I'm going to let this dry for 10 to 15 minutes and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's dry. Okay, so we're almost completely dry. I did put a lot on my cheeks, but we're pretty much dry. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. I do like to use my face halo to kind of help take my masks off, and then I'll show you how my skin's looking. So my skin is nice and soft. It actually helps to kind of flatten down any breakouts that I do have, which I do have one kind of in the chin area, and it also just looks brighter and feels a lot more clean. And then finally, we have the vitamin C serum. I have been testing out different vitamin C products lately. I do feel like it helps to kind of bring out the brightness of my skin. It is something to note with all vitamin C. You need to be careful about going into the sun. So I personally recommend using it at night. I also love that it's pink. All of these are very aesthetically pleasing too. If you guys care about that kind of thing, I feel like they all make really nice shelfies in your skincare collection. So this has a nice fresh clean scent too. I just do 2 pumps and I like to pat this in gently. So now my skin is bright, hydrated, clean, and ready for me to start my day. So if you guys are interested in picking up anything from Teami Blends for yourself, you guys can use the discount code Kendall25 and you'll get 25% off of your purchase. I'll go ahead and leave links down below where you can shop any of the products that I mentioned in today's video. But thank you, Teami Blends, for sponsoring this portion of the video. And now let's talk about some other products that I've been loving. So next up is a product that I think a lot of you guys have been looking for an update on, but to be honest with you, sometimes I lose track of trying certain things, and the quarantine has kind of given me an excuse to really dive in and get on track with my at-home laser hair removal. And I'm going to tell you, my mind is blown now that I've tried it for 11 to 12 weeks now. Hair removal is not a glamorous topic, but it's something we're all probably dealing with, especially now that we can't go get waxed or anything. So I feel like I might as well share my experience. And this is not the only hair removal favorite in this video either. So So this is the Selfie Skin at Home IPL Laser. So here's the device. If you guys haven't heard about these, they're fairly expensive, but they're supposed to be an at-home laser hair removal device. Now, I'm fairly certain that none of these at-home devices are going to give you permanent hair loss or hair removal, because they are kind of like stunning the root of your hair, and like it's stunting the growth, in my opinion. It's not stopping it completely, but it has decreased significantly. And so I did want to let you know that I have been consistent every single Tuesday throughout quarantine, I'm going to call it. I have used my IPL. Now, I use this on the highest setting. It has 5 different settings. I have it on 5. I got used to it right away. It really doesn't hurt if you know what you're doing. Now, I think a lot of people have the same issue I had, and that's consistency, because this is a very tedious process. I've been using this for my underarms and my bikini area, which is the only hair that's like actually bothering me and stubborn. So I have used this and it's decreased my hair growth a ton. And the reason I know this is because you have to shave before you use this product. And now that I'm going week to week using it, there's some weeks where there's almost no hair left to actually shave. So they are expensive, but it has been working for me, and I did want to mention this because it has absolutely been a favorite, and I'm going to continue to use it, and hopefully one day I will be able to go in and get actual laser hair removal, but until then, this really does help to stop the growth. Along the lines of hair removal, I also have a subscription that I have finally signed up to with Billie Razor, which is another very influencer popular brand. Billie Razor is a monthly subscription where they send you razor heads, and you can add on products. Now, I'm not going to talk too in depth about it, but basically I think the one I signed up for is $9 every 2 months. Now, this razor is super cheap. It's $9 for a razor and 2 heads. But it's so effective. It's very smooth. It's like one of the smoothest shaves I've gotten with a razor. So I think these are better than store-bought razors anyways, but now that they come in a subscription, it's super convenient. And the reason why I have the shave cream with me is because it's unlike any shave cream I've ever tried. It's very slick, and it gives you the most smooth shave ever. So these in combination have been really great. And I think that this is only $8 if you do want to add it onto your subscription. It lasts a while. It's not like one of the foaming ones. It's more of like a cream, like a lotion type of thing. Also, what's really cool about Billie Razor is it comes with a little attachment for your shower. You just stick it on the shower wall, and then your razor magnets to it, so you don't have to worry about it being in a weird part of your shower where it gets wet and gets ruined. You can kind of stick it off to the side, which is what I do. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have been a bit lazy with my hair care routine during this whole thing, and I don't go out as much, so I'm not as worried about having perfectly washed hair. So something that's been helping me a lot is my new favorite dry shampoo. This is from Colab. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but they have a line of dry shampoos that I am obsessed with. It's super affordable. I believe it's available in Target, but the packaging is so cute. This one has little fruits with faces on it, but this is really great because there's absolutely no cast left on your hair. Now, if you're blonde, that probably doesn't bother you, but if you do have darker hair, the white cast from certain dry shampoos is just so terrible, and this does not have that. It also does its job better than any that I've tried. It really sucks the oil out of your hair, and it gives some volume and life back to your hair. I don't have the most voluminous hair in the world, clearly, but I do like to use this if I do have any days where I feel like it's a little too oily, but I don't want to waste my time washing my hair, especially if I have to do a workout or something that same day. So definitely check these out if you're in the market for a new dry shampoo. So one product that I've added to my routine since being in quarantine is a sunscreen, and it's so important to have a daily sunscreen, especially as you get older. It really helps with signs of aging. It helps to prevent from sun damage, and so I did find one based on Skincare by Hiram's reviews, and I'm in love with it. It does not leave a cast, it doesn't smell weird, and it works well under makeup. So this is the Purito Centella Green Level Unscented Sun SPF 50, and it's essential oil free. It's suitable for all skin types. It has a UV shield and brightening, calming and moisturizing, not sticky, and no white cast, which I agree with all of the claims. Now I am testing out a bunch of different sunscreens, and I'm hoping to do a video on them if you guys are curious, but this one right now is my top favorite. It's also very affordable. I think it's only around $14. I will link it if you guys want to check it out, but please add a sunscreen to your routine. We will all be thanking our younger selves when we're older if we do. I've been getting weird acne that I don't normally get, like deep kind of cystic acne, and so I wanted to try something new. I wanted to try a product from The Ordinary. So this is from The Ordinary. It's called the Buffet. So this is a peptide serum, and it does kind of have a bunch of different products in it. I do recommend looking at The Ordinary website if you're curious about specific products for your own skin, but this is kind of like an all-in-one treatment product for anybody. So I highly recommend the Buffet. I believe this was, again, like $14 or so. I used this before bed, and it has completely transformed my skin. It's actually freaky kind of how quickly this helped my skin, but now this is added into my routine. I kind of think I already have to pick up a backup because I am using a lot of this. Now I have kind of a random product to throw in here. This is not a necessity according to Hyram. You don't really need an eye cream in your routine, but I've been using this and I've been noticing a real difference underneath my eyes. And this is the First Aid Beauty Niacinamide Brightening Cream. And I do think this has some properties in it that gives like a little bit of a shimmer if you put this on. But a lot of my days, believe it or not, are spent without makeup on. I'm just doing a lot of skincare and just kind of letting my skin breathe and relax. So I really like this because if I'm not wearing makeup, I still want to feel like my skin is nice and bright, and I feel like this gives a nice brightening effect to my under eyes and cheekbones. So I do have an acid serum that I have been liking. It's from Farmacy. So this is a resurfacing night serum. This is called Honeymoon Glow. You may have heard of it. It's a pretty popular product, but this has been a really good AHA chemical kind of exfoliant for my skin. Now, because this is a little bit more of an intense product, I do recommend only using it 1 to 2 times a week. Now I'm down to using it once a week. I was using it 2 times until my acne kind of cleared up. If you are dealing with more of an intense skin issue, I do recommend using a resurfacing chemical exfoliant, but just make sure you do your research with what other products you can combine with products like this. Now, a big part of my self-care routine is self-tanning. Now, I haven't done it in a few days because I actually have been laying outside. We had a really nice hot week this week in upstate New York, which is kind of unreal for it being May. Normally we are still in weird weather, but I will be going back to self-tanning. It's the more safe alternative to actually getting the sun. And I have a few favorites, one being the one that I talk about all the time. This is my go-to body self-tanner. This is from Tanceuticals. This is their self-tanning body lotion, CC Color and Correct, in the shade Ultra Dark. Now this is my favorite because it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't have that really gross kind of developer smell. It smells, I think, like coconut in my opinion, and it's a very natural tan. You almost don't know that it's happening until it comes off, and it actually comes off very gracefully, which is why I like it more than some of the other tans that I've tried. This one kind of fades all at once instead of being patchy. And then I have another favorite. I think I've talked about this a little bit, but I can't stress it enough how amazing this is for self-tanning your face. It is the easiest facial self-tanner I've ever tried. It's a fine mist. It's from St. Tropez. It's their Self-Tan Purity Bronzing Water Facial Mist. Now, it's a little bit more expensive, but it lasts forever. This is like halfway gone, and I've had it for about a year now. And whenever I feel like my face is getting a bit pale, because it does get more pale than my body because I'm washing it a lot and it's exfoliated a lot, I will spritz myself with this, and it's literally the easiest thing ever. It's the most fine mist. You're not going to get any weird splotches, and you actually don't have to go in with a glove or anything and blend it in. You just spray it on and you're done. You can even spray this on before you do your makeup, and by the time you take your makeup off at the end of the night, you're gonna have a nice bronze glow underneath. And I also can attribute this to kind of giving me a nice all over bronze even skin tone. Also, I forgot to mention, I think I do have a discount code with Tanceuticals because the only place to get this, I think, is off of their website. So I will leave that info down below if you're interested. So I want to talk about 2 services that have completely saved my life during the pandemic. One being Walmart grocery pickup. That's all that I and my boyfriend are doing. I also have kind of convinced my parents to do it. It's much safer than going in store, in my opinion. And they have an app. It's super easy. You reserve your time online, and then when you go to pick up your groceries, they actually bring it out to you, and they will put it in your trunk for you if you're concerned about human contact. So I think you have to make an order above $35. That's the only thing, but there's no extra charge for doing your grocery shopping this way. Everybody needs to get on this. I know it's hard to kind of convince like your older relatives to do it because you do need to have the app. I've been doing this every single week throughout this whole thing, and I really do think it's cutting down on my contact with other people, and so I really appreciate it. And I think if you have not jumped on that bandwagon, definitely do. It's a lot safer than going in store and interacting with a lot of people. I also think I can give you a referral code, and if you use my code, you'll get $10 off your order, and I'll get $10 off my order, which would be really cool because, like I said, I'm doing it every single week. And there's almost no limitation to what you can get. You can shop in other departments, and so I've been getting some fitness products that I need for my at-home workouts, which is another big part of this. I haven't been able to go to the gym, so I actually ordered dumbbells off of Walmart. I really don't feel like going to get them. They're just simple dumbbells, but they have changed my workout routine. They've helped add weight to my routine because I don't have any. I didn't have any prior to this. So dumbbells. I also have ordered a yoga ball so that I can sit on a ball instead of this chair when I'm editing to kind of make my muscles engage a little bit more, and so I'm not completely sitting still and not getting any blood flow, I guess. So Walmart grocery helped me to get some of my fitness supplies, which I really appreciate. Another fitness related product that I've been using that has been helping me with my routine is a thigh ring, a Pilates thigh ring. I have it next to me. So one of my best friends actually started a thigh ring challenge. I'm on week 2 because my ring took forever to get to me. I'll try to link one with quicker shipping down in the description, but mine took a hot minute to arrive. But I have been enjoying this because it's been giving me a little bit of a routine to my day. We have a set amount of sets that we have to do with this thigh ring, just squeezing it between our thighs and holding it. So we're going to see our before and after 4 weeks of using this. So this is another kind of odd favorite, but it's a favorite. And then the other service that I want to talk about is HelloFresh. Now, I've mentioned HelloFresh so much, I might as well be sponsored by them because I love them so much, but I'm not. And so I did want to mention it has been a real lifesaver, especially in the beginning of the pandemic when I was terrified to go get groceries and I didn't really know about the Walmart app. It had helped to have at least 3 recipes a week from HelloFresh, which is something that we've had way before this whole thing happened. But basically, you go into the app, you pick out what recipes you want for the week. You can pick up to as many weeks as you want. You can skip weeks if you don't want anything that they have available, and you can cancel whenever you want to cancel. So we kind of swap between my boyfriend's phone and my phone with our apps, and what we used to do is use a discount code on my phone, have it for 4 weeks, and then use a discount code on his phone and have it for 4 weeks. But during this, they haven't had any discount codes unless you're a new subscriber. So if you are, I think I might be able to get you a code. But it has been not only great because of the pandemic, but also I have learned so much from HelloFresh. Like, I was not a good cook at all. It was actually kind of embarrassing. And now I feel like I am really good at it. As long as I have a recipe, I can pretty much make anything. Now that I've been doing that, we've been doing it for well over a year now, so it is one of my all-time favorite services, but it is a great stay-at-home service, that's for sure, because you don't have to fight over what you're going to have for dinner, especially if you have 3 nights a week. Like, that's only a couple nights you need to figure out something else, and so it's been very, very helpful. Shout out to HelloFresh. You guys need to sponsor me because I've been posting your recipes to my Snapchat and Instagram stories for over a year now, just saying. I'm just kidding, but I'm also not. I almost forgot to mention these nails. These are a great stay-at-home favorite because your girl loves to get her nails done. That is something that I have not been able to do, and trust me when I say painting your nails at home is not my forte. Like, I am not good at it. The polish literally chips after one day and I want to scream because I'm not used to that. I'm used to the gel nails from the salon. And so I actually picked up these Kiss press-on nails from my last grocery order from Walmart, and they've lasted 4 days without a single one of them lifting or anything weird. I just put a little bit of glue on my actual nail and then on the fake nail, and these are super long and they actually are holding up super well. I played tennis in them and they're still on my hands. And so this has made me feel good. But hopefully salons will be open soon. But to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to feel comfortable going back right when they open. So Kiss press-on nails it is. And this was a really pretty design. I did have trouble finding one that I liked, but the jelly style is really pretty. I've got gems and glitter, and I've gotten some compliments. But just the fact that they held up through tennis alone, like, I will definitely be buying more of these. A quick drink favorite, because if you guys don't know, if you follow me on my vlog channel, you might know this, but I am dieting during this because I'm not moving as much, so I need to restrict what I'm eating because I don't want to blow up like a balloon, because I know I will. But long story short, I found drinks with low calories that I really, really like. These are Bai Waters. They don't taste like water. Well, they're like better than flavored water, basically. But these are antioxidant infusion waters. This is Malawi mango, and it has 10 calories in the whole bottle. So I like all the flavors. I've been Amazon priming big variety packs, but also popping them into my Walmart orders. I think my favorite flavor is clementine. Like, they have a clementine flavor and it's really good. Some of them even have less than 10 calories, I'm pretty sure, but these are really good and I highly recommend them. I don't know why I haven't tried them sooner. I actually think one bottle was sent in a HelloFresh box, and that's how I discovered them. I have one more quick favorite, and it has to do with hair removal again, because I also am doing my eyebrows. I've always done my eyebrows myself, but I've kind of let them go a little bit during this, and it was bad. So something I'm super thankful for is my mirror that I do my brows in, and it's my mirror from Simple Human. It's a smart mirror. This is the mirror, and it is pretty big. Basically, when you get near it, it detects your face and it lights up depending on how close you are to it, and it's super magnified. So if you're looking for a really great mirror for hair removal, like for your plucking, this is fantastic. I don't know the model number of this, but I'll leave it in the description. But I love this thing, and I don't really talk about it enough, but I have a newfound appreciation for this mirror during the pandemic. So yeah, you guys, this was a really random assortment of products, but I'm telling you, everything I mentioned has really saved my life during this, and I feel like I've said this pandemic and this quarantine like so many times. It's so annoying, but we are all dealing with the same thing. So if any of these can help make your life easier, I highly recommend you check them out. I will leave everything I mentioned down below, and once again, thank you to Teami Blends for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys check out their products if you are interested in any of their natural skincare line, and don't forget to use Kendall 25 for 25% off. But that's going to be it for my stay-at-home favorites. I hope that you guys enjoyed this concept and video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up for me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new here so you don't miss out on any future content, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.